Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're going every day's video. It's Tuesday, and on Tuesdays I test my palate, and what better way than with a mystery beer? I have no idea what it is. This one's courtesy of Ross. Thanks so much, Ross. I really appreciate it. I did pretty well on the last one. He had sent off, what was it, 2, right, recently? And at least 2. I think it was 2. But anyway, the last one I did pretty well on. So let's see if I keep that momentum going. Well, I got some on my hand already. It looks like a dark beer. I guess I could have used the paper towel on the mystery beer to wipe my hand off. That is that is thick. Oh my god, dude. All right. All right. I'm like being like a little extra about that. Cleanness. Okay, so that is really dark, and it was like, even from pouring it, it looked super thick. Yeah, for anyone who's ever watched one of my reviews and thought to themselves, or every time I've kind of gotten in my own head, like, why are you talking about how brown this dark beer is? Just say it's black and move on with your life. Like, this is a really black beer. It's like hot fudge or something, so there is some brown to it, but like, it's really black. Decent amount of head still kind of just sitting on top of the liquid, and inside of the glass. It looks like it's a big ABV beer, so it lasted a decent amount, but now there's barely any I don't know, dark mocha color. Yeah, definitely some legs. The lacing goes away pretty quickly, like I figured it would. Let's get into the aroma. Well, it smells like it has some adjuncts, maybe. It does have a big stout, like sweet stout smell. I've been burned the last few times, or a couple times, that I thought there was like a peanut thing, but there's like this nutty quality, a little bit of a vanilla quality as well. Just generic, like, sweet confectionery sugar. But there's a little, it's sweet, but there's a little bit of roast coming up, so could be the base beer, could be something like cacao nibs or coffee, adding a little bit more roast to help cut through the sweetness of the beer. But yeah, I'm getting this, like, yeah, vanilla powdered, like that PB2, peanut butter powder. It's not cinnamon. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it smells really good. You do these mystery beers, you're trying to like figure out what your, the senses are telling you, it could be, but then you forget to say, do you like it or not? It smells really good. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Ross. Well, I wasn't wrong. This is very thick, big stout. Wow. I mean, wow. It has so much viscosity. It's syrupy, it's thick, it's big chocolate. There is some of that roast. It's kind of like the last one he sent, where I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if it had the addition of some sort of chocolate element and or coffee element, because of like how the roast is expressing itself. It's more chocolatey than coffee, I will say that, or coffee-y, I guess is how I should say it. I got a little bit of that vanilla in the aroma, a little bit. So maybe the last one of the things I missed was lactose. This does have a little bit of a vanilla thing, and it is sweet, so, I do think there's adjuncts in this. I don't think anything is super strong where I want to commit to it definitely has this. And I'm not trying to cop out either, like I could see that it might be like, you're not sure enough of yourself, or whatever, to say like definitively, I am putting, I'm smacking it, I'm putting all the cards on the table. I think this has blank in it. it's not expressing, except that chocolate element. Anything, I don't know. I think you could get a lot of these flavors core 4. It is pretty darn chocolatey, though. That there is a little bit of nuttiness, but yeah, it's not like too peanutty or anything. I think that's just the beer itself, not an adjunct. I will say this too: if it's barrel aged, I'm not getting a lot of barrel characteristics. Like I'm not getting like wood. I'm not getting actual spirit notes. Yeah. So I'm thinking this got to be a big beer. What did I say on the last one that he said? I think I said 15, and it was like 15.3 or something. I think this is probably up around that 15% as well. Man, I kind of want to, I think it has some sort of chocolate. I'll say that. There's stuff I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not as confident to say. But I'll say there's a chocolate element to this beer. Yeah. I think that's everything, right? ABV, if I think there's adjuncts or not. I said what style I think it is. I said I don't think it's barrel aged, even though it is a big stout that is very sweet. Of course, I say that and I get a little bit of wood just now. No, I think it's just a little bit of roast from the beer that's kind of like drying it out towards the finish, and not oak drying it out. Yeah, but that one I could be wrong on. We'll see. All right. The reason everyone tunes in. How long will it take to figure out how to open this? I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I feel like we're going to open this guy pretty quickly. Well, I don't recognize the label yet. Starting to get some warmth in the chest, even though haven't had a sip in a little bit. So again, I'm thinking like that 15%. Probably a good place to land. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll feel okay about this. All right. So this is Moore Brewing Company, Henna Fluffinator. Marshmallow and peanut butter imperial stout, 14%. So let me double check the can if there's anything else written on it that I'm missing. It's just the legal stuff. All right. So how I did and how I'll grade myself and try to sway you to grade the same way. Now, you grade however you want. All right. Pretty darn close on the ABV. I said 15, it's 14. Fair enough. I was a little different. Marshmallow, usually for me, okay. Excuse me. Usually marshmallow, if it's just marshmallow in a beer and no vanilla to help, I don't get a lot of like marshmallow taste. I think probably like the sugars mostly go into the beer experience, like the fermentation process. I could be wrong on that, but usually if it's just marshmallows without vanilla, I don't get a lot. So I definitely picked up a little bit of that vanilla thing, which could have easily been the marshmallow. The peanut butter, I got more in the aroma than in the taste. I do get a little bit of nuttiness, which I did comment on, but more so in the aroma. Because I think it's been twice before, thought this has peanut butter in it, and it didn't. A little reserved to claim it, especially again because of the taste. Like it's not too big in terms of, again, more expressive in the aroma than the taste. I'm happy with my knowing that's in here and knowing what I'm tasting. I'm glad I mentioned it, but yeah, it's not an overly peanut buttery beer. I was clearly wrong about the addition of chocolate in this beer, but it is a very chocolatey beer. I don't know why. If it has like lactose or anything else, I don't know why it's not on the can, but sometimes it's not in the can. And if I find out that there's anything else in this that's not listed on the label, I'll put in the description box below. But yeah, super tasty beer. Well done, Moore. I'll give myself, so it's a point off for the ABV. The Pale Ale Marshmallow Express is itself, I'll say a solid B. I'd say this is a B. Yeah, this is B range. But yeah, here's what you have to say, what you think. Have you had this beer before? Have you had a beer like this? You want to talk about that? Anything? Everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.